This prayer was written by Jan Richardson. You who created them and called them good, bless again these creatures who come to us as a blessing, fashioned of fur or feather or fin, formed of flesh that breathes with your own breath that you have made from sheer delight, that you have given in dazzling variety. Bless them who curl themselves around our hearts, who twine themselves through our days, who companion us in our labor, who call us to come and play. Bless them who will never be entirely tamed and so remind us that you love what is wild, that you rejoice in what lives close to the earth, that your heart beats in the heart of these creatures that you have entrusted to our care. Amen.
Reading Gilead by Marian Robinson. We were very pious children from pious households in a fairly pious town, and this affected our behavior considerably. Once we baptized a litter of cats. They were dusty little barn cats, just steady on their legs, the kind of waifish creatures that live their anonymous lives keeping the mice down and have no interest in humans at all, except to avoid them. But all animals seem to start out sociable, so we were always pleased to find new kittens prowling out of whatever cranny their mother had tried to hide them in, as ready to play as we were. It occurred to one of the girls to swaddle them up in a doll's dress. There was only one dress, which was just as well since the cats could hardly tolerate a moment in it and would have been unswaddled as soon as they were christened in any case. I myself moistened their brows, repeating the full Trinitarian formula. I still remember how those warm little brows felt under the palm of my hand. Everyone has petted a cat, but to touch one like that, with the pure intention of blessing, is a very different thing. It stays in the mind. For years, we would wonder what, from a cosmic viewpoint, we had done to them. It still seems to me to be a real question. There is a reality in blessing. It doesn't enhance sacredness, but it acknowledges it, and there is power in that. I have felt it pass through me, so to speak. The sensation is of really knowing a creature. I mean, really feeling its mysterious life in your own mysterious life at the same time.
Just in case you're wondering, there's a cast of characters there. Bob at the end is the owner of the webcam. So I just want to invite us to think about what does that log represent? What does it teach us when we think about that log? What is on that log? What does it show us?
It shows us many footprints.
Many footprints. We don't always see all the footprints, but there are many footprints. Jennifer.
When you're walking, it shows me that if you stay still as the log was, all will come to you.
If you stay still as the log was, all will come to you. Any other thoughts? To me, it's amazing how anything can be a superhighway if we don't pave it. As we begin our second part of our animal blessing, I would like to, this is blessing those who are present. We are blessed in abundance by those in our chapel today. There's a congregational response to what I'm going to be calling in. So this is an invocation, and at the end of each, I'm going to invite you all to say thank you for the gifts you share. So this invocation is an adaptation from Thomas Rhodes and Elizabeth Mount. You birds of the air, hawk, sparrow, and laughing jay, you embody freedom itself. Delight us with your song, astound us with feats of migration, grant us your perspective, for too often our horizon is limited, and we are not given the full sight of the full results of our actions. Thank you for the gifts you share. You worms of the earth, ants, beetles, spiders, and centipedes, even those ticks, you are an essential but oft forgotten strand in nature's web. Through you, the cycle is complete. Through you, new life arises from old. Remind us of our humility, for the wheel of life does not turn around us. We are not the axle, but merely spokes, no less unseen, unknown, and shunned companions such as yourselves. Thank you for the gifts you share. You creatures of the field and wood and marsh and desert, bear and bison, skunk and squirrel, weasel and wolf, too often we have sacrificed your homes in the name of progress, clear-cutting the forests to fill our desire, or covering the earth with tarmac cement and suburban lawns. Pray that we may remember that the earth was not given for our needs alone, and what we do to you, we eventually do to ourselves. Thank you for the gifts you share. You animals of the farm, horse and cow, pig and fowl, willingly or not, you give your very lives for us. Your milk for our nourishment, your flesh for our sustenance, yet too often we forget that the meat on our tables was once as alive as we are. Forgive our willful ignorance and remind us constantly to give thanks for your sacrifice. Thank you for the gifts you share. You dearest companions in our lives, dogs and cats, hamsters and guinea pigs, goldfish, you who are with us today, and you who will always be present in our memories. You have enriched our lives in so many ways, endured our shortcomings with calm acceptance, taught us something of our humanity, taught us how to love. May we hold you in our hearts throughout the days of our lives. Thank you for the gifts you share.